The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. And the Sun Devils will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars' offense will get first crack at it today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football. And they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do. And they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He'll pull it on the read.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone. Touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Arizona State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's...
And the ball's on the ground. He picks it up, still on his feet. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the counter. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. To throw, it's Nelson. Pucks it out of the air. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll ride Davis here. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Let's think a second about Arizona State. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays. Many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
They'll send out the kicker here. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Coates. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now. Seven 3 lead. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coaches, block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Complete to the right. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Caught over the middle. It's Gore. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show him, the defense, that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Moving out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success. And you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thurman. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. They're up by a touchdown here in the first. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Complete to start this drive. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Nelson. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 45, on its way. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give to Davis. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. And the Sun Devils line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Sun Devils need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again up 10-3. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Snags a quick pass on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
It'll be 3rd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Passes sticks and still on his feet. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's got an open man. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Firing to the right, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're going into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thurman. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique.
Turning it on! Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Got room at the 35. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. They're trailing by just 4 to FIU. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
That's caught. It's Hamilton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll ride Davis here. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Under fire. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He stopped him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On target to the left. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Oh, they're after him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Davis. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, we're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Has to let this one go off his back foot. Brings it in down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
He'll bring it out. It's Gore. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
Breaks into the open. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab. It's Young. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. To the air, it's Nelson. Got it in the middle, it's Butler.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the block.
Oh, they blocked the kick. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable 1st half so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Sun Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And that one will give him the lead. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He'll start this drive firing. Going deep. He's got it down the left. Still on his feet. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play. They're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. from the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the catch. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Houston. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Rides to the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Off the bootleg and rolling out. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Cougars. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're working that left side. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quickly to the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the option. He'll toss it. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch, man, he's shown a variety in this defense.
Oh, he wants it all. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to pass, it's Nelson. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The inside handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And don't forget, they've already had a field goal block. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gore. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Thurman. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Somehow fits it into that traffic. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. Touchdown, Cougar! Once he got some room, it was...
Tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Arizona State, 27.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They'll try the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's taken down at the 40.
Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Steps away to find some room. On the run deep down the right side. He holds it in and nobody's close. Recovers the fumble and he's on the move.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And you can tell that young man is comfortable in the pocket, feeling good. You know, last play, nice job setting his feet, making a good throw, getting a completion. Now, didn't like what he sees. What does he have? He has the ability to take off and scramble and make some yards. So this QB's really feeling comfortable.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Deflected near the end zone.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Quick strike through the air for the score. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
They marched 78 yards down the field. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Caught on the outside. It's Thurman. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
For first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Houston will be forced to punt.
Number 91 on to kick it away.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Here comes the heat. Unleashes one. On target over the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes...
And this defense is bringing the heat, another sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Now he fields it in his own end zone. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Off play action on first down. Looking left. Got the big tight end on the corner route. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. It's a seam wide. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the catch. It's score. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. To the air. It's Nelson. Moves away as he feels pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Off play action. Keeps looking downfield. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He'll do it himself. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Going over the top. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Houston. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game. And defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Give to Brown. Gets it past the marker. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I'm not surprised they went to him again. Hey, he's already had 2 rushing touchdowns. He's had some success and been physical. But how about the defense? Ready for him? I guess they've learned their lesson, right? They've already given up 2. They weren't giving up a...
Touchdown, Arizona State! When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.